On today's show, Helen has more food than she can chew.
Jollof rice, fried rice, coconut rice.
Rice all over the world is the same.
And we meet a rich rice farmer who likes dusty fields and nice cars. A food crisis is brewing, and our tables will soon be empty if the world's population continues to increase and food production decreases.
We're not producing enough for our population.
I will do better if I can get source, financial source.
To stop this dizziness in its track, Helen Paul and I, Frank Donga, visit the highlands and lowlands of Nigeria, connecting the food heroes on the front lines to experts who can solve their problems, position them to meet the growing demand, and unearth possibilities locked up in fallow grounds. This is Farm and Fortune.
Great. Hello, my name is Helen Paul, and I am a proud Nigerian. And what does this mean? In Nigeria, we find every reason to throw a party. And of course, in every of our party, you must see rice, plenty type of rice. And special thanks to our farmer, Yakubu, one of the great farmers we have in Nigeria. Hello, we've started the program. I'm telling them about the farmer that produces rice. And with him, we can have rice all year round. We don't start. Behave. No. Sorry, we've started. No, let me speak pidgin now. Talk. Introduce yourself.
You're welcome to the show. I am Frank Donga. That's all.
That's not it. Tell them what you told me about the farmer from Bida. Let this program start.
You mean my rich rice farmer friend,
Yes.
Yakubu Musa? You will not believe what I'm about to tell you. So, just watch it yourself.
No one makes an entrance quite like Yakubu. Meet Yakubu Musa, a former banker who switched things up to become a big shot farmer.
I left banking for obvious reason that I've been in somebody's payroll for over 10 years and I'm making profit for shareholders in the bank. I decided to look inward and see what am I going to do to be able to do something for myself and for my people. And the only way to do that is to go back to agric, which is to go back to the land. And that is why I left banking for farming. I buy my seed from National Cereal Research Institute, where that is the only place you are going to have a certified seed, because your output depends on the type of seed you sow. So we make sure that we have a very good seed and we get it from a research institute where they produce. That's their job. The government has certified them to produce seed for farmers. So we are doing Faro 44 and Faro 56 and 62. We are not planting directly. We make nursery. The reason it's no far-fetched is that when you plant directly, your output is affected. But when you have a nursery, your level of output is better off than when you plant. So we always try to transplant and make our nurseries. In our locality, rice is the major product we produce here. I started going to farm since I was small. Before I left for school and my career. So we have a large land and we have the capacity to expand. My name is Yakubu Musa. I'm a rice farmer.
With me in the studio today is an impeccable woman, a talented farmer, but also a pharmacist. And she's no other person than the most beautiful for me today in my studio, Mrs. Asma. Good to have you this day.
I'm happy to be here.
Ma, how do you think this transition can be easy for any other person?
It's very easy if you're passionate about it. What's wrong? If you love it, go do it. In fact, if you're a banker and you don't love it, you're probably wasting your time and everybody's time.
Thank you so much. Do you know that one of the major ways youth can learn from the agricultural ecosystem is through the OCP email project? What is the email project about? Let's go and see it.
Our continent needs food, and our youth need jobs. The email project has created a platform that solves both problems at once.
I've been on the program for some months now, where we were being trained and we're also being equipped and empowered to be self-reliant and to make impact. With the inception of this email project, we've been able to educate farmers, showing them the importance of testing their soils, knowing the macro and the macronutrient available in the soil, as such, giving possible recommendations to farmers.
Waiting for a chance to save the world? Open the doors to this opportunity to put food on several tables, starting with yours. Email us at contact-ng@ocpafrica.com.
Welcome our viewers at home. My name is Nafi Wadewale from Nigeria Institute of Soil Science in Abuja. Today, we are going to be looking at the soil information from Kacha area in Niger State. The farmers in this area predominantly grow rice, and there are some major nutrients and minor nutrients that are essential for these rice crops to grow very well. Having said this, let us look at the soil test report from Kacha area in Niger State. The information we have shows that the soil pH stands at 6.3, which is close to neutral, and definitely it is adequate for the optimum growth of the rice and also for bumper harvest. The available P stands at 10 to 30 ppm. This indicates that the soil is lacking the phosphorus available P. Exchangeable potassium is also one of the major nutrients that we are talking about, stand at 98 ppm, which indicates that it is very, very low. Therefore, it's lacking in that soil. Magnesium, which is one of the secondary elements that are also regarded as the major nutrient, is also lacking by the indication of 70 ppm, which is very, very low. Having looking at all these micronutrients, we can see that available P, the exchangeable potassium, and then magnesiums are really deficient in this soil. Now let's look at the micronutrients. So also is the total nitrogen, which stands at 0.04%. Nitrogen is one of the major elements that is needed for rice growth, and it stands at 0.4, showing that it is extremely very low. Therefore, all these macronutrients that have been observed that are deficient needs to be addressed for us to have a bumper harvest in that area. There's no way our farmers can achieve yield in this Kacha area without addressing all these problems that has been identified. So, what are the best fertilizer recommendations that can be given to our farmers in this area for them to have a harvest? The fertilizer recommendation is going to be in split application. Firstly, at planting, our farmers need to apply NPK at the rate of 270 kilograms per hectare, which is equivalent to 5.4 bags at planting. This then will be top dressed by the muriate of potash, which is a source of exchangeable potassium that I mentioned that is lacking in the soil, at the rate of 50 kilograms per hectare, equivalent of 1 bag for our farmers to use, and this should be applied at 6 weeks after planting. Then, we also top dress with urea. Urea is known to be the source of nitrogen, and rice is the kind of crop that loves nitrogen. So, we need to apply it at 100 kilograms per hectare, which is an equivalent of 2 bags for our farmers, and should be applied at 4 weeks after planting. And lastly, urea again at rate of 110 kilograms per hectare, which is equivalent of 2.2 bags for our farmers to apply at 8 weeks after planting. If our farmers are able to do this, our farmers can be able to get bumper harvest. Not only bumper harvest, but at the end of the day, they will also smile to the bank.
Welcome back. With me here are our next gen farmers. To my immediate left, I have Salau Ruth. She wanted to be a medical doctor, but she's studying botany at the University of Lagos, Unilag. You're welcome.
Thank you.
And Bukola Bemileke. She's a business education major, all right? But she loves to plant lime trees, beans, and onions in her backyard. You're welcome, guys. Come closer. So, you guys, what do you have up your sleeve for us today?
Okay, we are looking at other uses of rice.
Okay. Other uses of rice.
Yeah.
Interesting. I can't wait to see that. But right now, let's go straight to Bida to see Yakubu Musa.
In the last 3 years, Yakubu has done well farming rice on his several acres of land leased to him by the locals in Bida, Niger State. Bida has a huge expanse of land for anyone willing to farm rice, except of course the locals themselves who are more interested in fishing. Yakubu remains one of the few consistent people seeing any money in the soil. You see, the problem is, after making a lot of money in a short period of time, Yakubu is still losing money by not doing more.
We have over 40 hectares of land, and for you to cultivate that large portion of land is you have to introduce technology and manpower, a semi-skilled labor. Personally, my farm, we don't package rice. After production, we bag. After bagging, then our off-takers come, weigh, and they'll take it off. They're the people that will process and bag and brand and sell. For us, it's just to produce paddy, bag, and they'll take off. Peradventure, my off-taker were not able to reach to understanding because in business, after first MOU, you can still move goalposts. Well, if he moves his goalposts, I'll move my goalposts too. It's just to go to local market and sell, because there is always buyer. There is always rice buyer, because that is the basic product people eat within our locality. To that effect, if I can take it, put it inside truck and travel to Lagos and sell it. You have to be rugged when you come to rice farming. You have to be rugged. So when my off-taker decide not to buy my rice, while other people are even begging me to buy. So I'm not bothered, and I don't think I'll be bothered about somebody not going to buy my rice. So there's always a market for rice.
Let's see if our experts can fish out some advice for Yakubu.
Definitely, Frank, our experts can. Today we have a great expert in the house. Is devoted, in giving knowledge. It wants everyone to know about farming business and, of course, how you can tap into it. It's from the great place called the National Cereals Research Institute, Badegi. It's no other person than our own Dr. Phillips Ibrahim. Good to have you today.
Pleasure is mine.
So from what Yakubu has shared with us, Yakubu is always doing his own twice a year, like farming twice a year.
Yeah.
But for every other farmer, of course, I know personally, they work only once a year because of the raining season. Then how come Mr. Yakubu is doing his own twice? Please, I don't understand, because I need you to please educate us.
It's possible to even do 3 croppings of rice in a year.
In a year?
In a
Yes,
year.
wow.
It's possible to do 1 rain-fed and 2 dry season. And let me give you an idea. The rain comes in April, May. You plant the rain-fed lowland. You will be harvesting in July.
Okay.
And then as the waters recede, you could use residual moisture to do the 4th cycle of dry season.
Okay.
With supplementary irrigation.
Okay.
That way you will be harvesting in January. It's possible to also bring in rice again in February and you harvest when the rains are about to settle, sometimes in May. So it's possible to do 3 cycles.
Still to come.
If it's comfortable with production, why not process it?
This one bust my head.
5 seconds is what stands in the way of our next-gen farmers winning 50,000 naira worth of farm input.
Jollof rice, fried rice, coconut rice.
Stay with us.
See, I've seen rice do a lot of things, but this one that's about to happen, you have no idea. So our next-gen farmers, Ruth and Bukola, fire on.
Okay, so to get your fruit ripened, you can just dip it inside the rice like this, and you'll be able to get something like this. Just so simple to do.
To just dip banana inside ripe
rice. Dip it inside rice, then cover it and let it stay for a while.
And it will come out ripe like this.
It's going to just like this.
And it won't take 1 year.
Nah, just
wow.
Maybe a couple of hours, at most a day.
Okay.
So, okay, we are looking at our tools here. For our whole tools like pliers, hammers, and screwdriver, we leave them in our rice like this. And for some days, you have them like this. Or better still, just leave them in the rice after use, and you have it just new like this. So we move over to this side. We're going to use our rice to clean our dirty bottle in case we don't have brushes to wash. So what we do is we take some drops, like let's say a teaspoon, into our bottle. Then we take a little drop of soap. Add some water. Then shake. And leave for some minutes. And we have our bottle clean as new.
Chai. That's all?
Yes.
With rice?
Yes.
There you have it, guys. You see what rice can be used for. Not just shopping and shopping and shopping as jollof, fried, or any other kind of rice. So rice get many other use. This one bust my head. To ripen fruits with rice. Now you know. Guys, which one of them can you try at home? Give it a try. Take a picture. Take a video clip. Post it on social media and tag us at Farm&Fortune. Let's see what you are doing. All right? Thank you very much, Ruth and Bukola. All right? Now that part of my problem is solved, let's go over to Helen and our experts and see what else Yakubu too can do.
Still with us in the studio today, we have Mrs. Asma and, of course, Dr. Philip Ibrahim. Good to still have you in the studio.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
Yes, from everything I've seen with Yakubu, how else can he grow his business aside just doing the planting and selling of just rice alone as a farmer?
Yakubu is an aggressive entrepreneur, and I see him coping with the 2 aspects, production and processing.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, as soon as you start having issues with your off-takers, why can't you also diversify into processing? So it's possible to also process what you produce.
He can go and fine-tune his cultivation and have 3 crops a year. And
so instead of going into processing?
Yes.
Do you think processing will not be good for him? I think combining the 2 will be good.
No. We're not saying it's not good for him. What we're trying to say is whatever you're doing, fine-tune it to the ultimate plus. Add plus on it. He could improve the variety, get more yield. He could start doing aromatic rice. Basmati rice grows in Nigeria, so why not? And it brings you a lot more economic benefit than the other varieties, and so on. So he should fine-tune his act, get 3 crops or more, do his best. When he's reached the ultimate of what can be done to the cultivation side, then maybe he can start a pilot on the processing and see how it goes for him.
It's our staple food. In the 70s, rice was eaten during festive periods.
Like Christmas and New Year, Easter, Salah.
But today, it's 3 square meals. Their homes, breakfast, lunch, and dinner all revolves around rice. The market is huge.
So how come they keep saying this is foreign rice, this is local rice?
I want to hear indigenous rice, and, I don't like the word foreign. The issue is this. Rice all over the world is the same. Sativa, in Asia. I've been to a couple of
Our rice are different. The rice are different, sir.
What is different is the processing.
Okay.
And that's what we need to get right.
Okay.
Rice in Nigeria, in Asia, in Ghana is the same rice. It's the processing that, separates you.
Okay.
And efforts are being made to improve on processing in Nigeria so that we have the same quality as
rice.
the foreign rice.
How can we help Yakubu get better and more profit in his business? What advice do you have for him?
I think Yakubu is very close to the institute, the research institute. He should continue striving every time to get a better variety, a bigger variety that gives bigger yield. And maybe he should, the variety that you research on several parameters. The time frame, normally it's 90 days. If they research, they can make it shorter. Then they can research and see that it's not, they can improve on the requirement of the water, because a lot of water is used in growing rice. Maybe they can get a variety that doesn't need so much of water. You can get a variety that cuts down the requirement of the fertilizer. You have to play about this. You have to keep working on it. There's a lot of research on it. And he continues fine-tuning the labor, train the labor to be more effective, get tools like small machines and so on to do his work.
To do that,
can maximize his profit.
Great.
Get several crops in there and make it.
Great. So, Dr. Phillips?
In addition, Yakubu should focus on what the market needs.
Exactly.
The millers have a standard of grain want. Long grain for the market. He should focus in the production of long grain rice.
Thank you so much for coming. It's still your show and my show, Farm and Fortune. Now we're going to relax a little bit. Let's go and meet that playful friend of mine, Frank Dongan. Over to you.
All right, it's game time on Farm and Fortune. Now our game is very simple. It's called Farm 5, and the rules are very easy. Guess what the start price is? 50,000 naira worth of farm input. It can go to you or go to you. What are the rules? Very easy. In 5 seconds, give me 3 answers. All right? Just in 5 seconds. I'm going to ask you a question. You have 5 seconds to give me 3 options. And once you're done, press the bell so that the next question goes to her. If you fail the question goes to her automatically for an opportunity to shop their roof. If you're at home, you can join in. Check us on our social media handles at Farm and Fortune. You can participate. Lots of prizes to be won on Instagram and Facebook. Are you ready? All right, let's go. Let's have from you. All right? Are you ready? Very simple. In 5 seconds. You have 5 seconds. Name 3 states in Nigeria.
Lagos, Borno, Kaduna.
Okay. Question goes to you, Ruth. In 5 seconds, name 3 fruits you know.
Banana, orange, watermelon.
Very good. Next question for you. Name 3 things you can do with rice.
Rice, jollof rice, fried rice, coconut rice.
Back to you, Ruth. Name 3 cereals.
Rice, millet, wheat.
Wow, no buko. Not easy. Back to you, Bukola. Name 3 types of soil.
Clay soil, sandy soil, loamy soil.
Wow. Back to you, Ruth. Name 3 things you can do with yam.
Porridge. Porridge. Cassava.
Ah, you can think. Yam, yamarita. Porridge. Oh. Automatically, the winner is Bukola. 50,000 naira worth of family. No. The question for your hand, it cannot fall you from stool now. Maybe it's question for her.
Okay, 1 second, baby.
Congratulations to you, Bukola.
Thank you.
Ruth, don't worry, we have consolation prizes for you too. We'll work something out. We'll make both of you happy. You guys, you see, in 5 seconds, you have the opportunity at home. Hit us up on our social media handles at Farm and Fortune on Facebook and Instagram. Join us, courtesy of our sponsors, Farm and Fortune. You're going to get your prize. Simple and easy. Thank you very much for coming on the show. We appreciate you and wish you all the very best in what you do. You guys are next-gen farmers. Thank you for being on this show, Farm and Fortune. All right, guys, we'll be right back.
I love the games. I want to win some cool prizes too.
Not like that. Even me, I want to win some cool prizes too. Easy.
Frank, why is it that anytime I want to win something, you want to win as well?
My dear, my win is your win. Shebi, your win is my win. Once I win, we both win. Let me win.
I beg, leave me alone. We've come to the end of the show today, and I'm sure I enjoyed myself as you have enjoyed the show as well. To follow us on all our social media handles, don't forget Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube at Farm&Fortune.
Also, on the Google Play Store to download the Udongo app to get more information on how to start your farming journey.
So you can speak English.
All
right, till next week on Farm&Fortune, stay connected. My name is still Helen Paul.
And I am Frank Donga. This is the end of the show. And the part where I go to the other side to shop rice. You don't
switch to seriousness. No go eat food, though. Now we get the rice. Wait, now. Behave. We're still on. They've not finished your credit. I never finished your credit. Don't eat that cucumber.
Finish my credit for me.
We finished the
banana
credit.
There for you.
Wait, now.
I will leave banana for you.
Shift. You know,